Hello and welcome back everyone. Today let's read a very interesting and thoughtful poem. The name of the poem is Wind and it's written by Subramania Bharati. It was originally in Tamil language but it's been translated into English by A.K. Ramanujan. At first glance you may feel like the poem is about the wind. But actually it hides a much deeper message inside it. It is not just about the weather, but the poet is trying to give us a lesson for life. So let's take this poem line by line and see what the poet is trying to tell us. The poem begins with the line, "Wind, come softly." So right from the beginning, the poet is politely talking to the wind, just like we talk to someone with respect. He is asking the wind to come gently, not roughly. He doesn't want the wind to be strong. This line shows that the poet doesn't like the trouble that comes with a strong wind. And in the second line he says, "Don't break the shutters of the windows." Now the poet is saying, please don't break the windows. We know wind can be very powerful sometimes, right? So he is scared that it might damage the house. And if we think deeply, this line shows us how sudden problems in life can break our peace, just like the strong wind breaks the shutters of the windows. And in the next line he says, "Don't scatter the papers, don't throw down the books on the shelf." So now in this line the poet is kind of complaining that the wind is creating chaos. It is blowing everything here and there. Papers and books are falling down from the shelf. And then he says, "There, look what you did. You threw them all down." Now the poet sounds a little irritated. He is blaming the wind for the mess. It is like when someone doesn't listen to you and you say, "See, now look at the mess you made. I told you not to do this and you still did it." So here he blames the wind for not listening. And he says, "You tore the pages of the books. You brought rain again." So the poet is clearly unhappy. He is saying, "You are not only disturbing my room, but also bringing rain along." Basically, he feels that the wind brings a lot of trouble with it. Moving on, you are very clever at poking fun at weaklings. Frail, crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters. Now this line is very meaningful. The poet says the wind always attacks the weak ones, like weak houses, weak people, weak hearts. This line tells us something very important, that life also tests those who are not strong from inside. The word crumbling here means breaking or falling apart slowly. So the poet repeats the word to show that everything that is weak is destroyed by the wind. It is like saying, if you are not strong, the wind or the life will crush you. Now let's read the next line and see what example the poet gives next. He says, "The wind god winnows and crushes them all." Here the poet calls the wind a god, strong and powerful god. And them here refers to those who are weak. And winnowing is when farmers separate grain from husk. They throw it in the air and the wind blows away the light stuff. So the poet is trying to say the wind god throws away the weak and keeps the strong. That's a strong image, right? It shows when life throws problems at us, only those survive who are strong from within. This is the line where the poem gets deep. Let's go on and read further. The poet says, "He won't do what you tell him." Exactly, the wind doesn't listen to our requests, just like life. Life also doesn't follow our wishes. It doesn't always go how we want. Just like we cannot control wind, we cannot control all situations in life. That's why the poet now gives us a piece of advice in the next line. Let's see what the poet says. He says, "So come, let's build strong homes. Let's join the doors firmly." Now the poet is giving a solution here, that instead of complaining, we need to get ready for it. If the wind is strong, we should build stronger homes. We should fix our doors properly. Which means if life is tough, we should become tougher. We should make ourselves strong so that no wind can harm us. And he says, practice to firm the body, make the heart steadfast. And not just houses, he wants us to be strong. Firm the body means be physically strong, and steadfast heart means be mentally and emotionally strong. The poet is clearly saying, problems will come, but you have to prepare yourself. Then he says, do this and the wind will be friends with us. Now this is the beautiful part. He says, if we are strong, even the wind becomes our friend. It won't harm us anymore. In fact, it might help us. He says, the wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. Now he is giving an example. If the fire is weak, the wind will blow it off completely. Just like weak people give up when things go wrong. So if you are weak, even a small problem can stop you. But a strong fire, the wind makes it burn even brighter. If the fire is big, strong and powerful, the wind helps it grow stronger. It roars, it flourishes. Same with people. If you are strong, challenges can actually help you grow. They can make you even better. And now the poet ends this poem beautifully. He says, his friendship is good. We praise him every day. So in this line, the poet says, the wind is not our enemy. We should respect it. We should praise it. It teaches us a big lesson to be brave, to be strong, so that problems cannot break us. Alright, that's the end of this poem. So we have seen that the wind in this poem is not just air. It's the symbol of all the difficulties, all the challenges that we face. And instead of running away from them, let's face them with strength and with confidence. And when we are prepared, even storms become our strength. So make your mind strong and make your heart steady. Then even difficulties will become your friends. Alright, I hope you understood the message behind this poem, and I hope this poem made you think a little differently about wind and also about life. That's all for today. I'll meet you soon with another beautiful poem. Till then, keep learning and keep growing. Thank you.